So we will study three-phase inverter in MATLAB Simulink for 120-degree conduction mode. Now if we move to the circuit diagram for three-phase inverter, we can see three pairs of switches are there. As the inverter is three-phase, so three-phase star connected load we are using here. Three phases are A, B, C, the name of the three phases. Now to set up the firing angle or to set up the mode of operation for all the switches, we have to consider few conditions. First one is it is a 120-degree conduction mode, so each switch will conduct for a period of 120 degree. Each of the switch will conduct for a period of 120 degree. Second thing is both the switches for same limb T1 and T4, say for example, delay between these two will be 60 degree and phase difference between two phases will be 120 degree. That means three phases will be 120 degree apart from each other. So these conditions we have to keep in mind. So T1 will be thyristor 1, so it will trigger at 0 degree. That means here we are having T1. T1 will conduct for a period of 120 degrees, so we are having T1 here from 0 to 120 degree. It will conduct for a period of 120 degree. Then we are having a 60 degree gap. There are no activity of the switches. Then after this, again for the next 120 degree, T4 will conduct for phase A. T4 will conduct for phase A. Next again there is no activity for next 60 degree. Now coming to phase B. Difference between phase A and phase B is 120 degree. That means if phase A is triggered in 0 degree T1, that means T3 will trigger at 0 plus 120 degree from 120 degree. 120 degree phase shifted. That means T3 will trigger at 120 degree. So here we are having T3 and it will conduct for a period of 120 degree for up to 240. Here we are having T3. Next again for the next 60 degree there is no activity. Then for the next 120 degree your T6 will conduct. That means here your T6 will conduct and here again your T6 will conduct. 60 degree plus 60 degree 120 degree. So here again your T6 will conduct. Then again for this 60 degree span there will be no activity. Next coming to phase C. In phase C T5 and T2 is there. Now phase A, phase B, phase C 120 degree apart from each other. That means if phase A T1 will start at 0, T3 will start at 0 plus 120, that means 120. Then again another 120 degree phase shifted. That means T5 will start from 120 plus 120 from 240 degree. So here your T5 will triggered at 240. So here we are having T5 and it will conduct for a period of 120 degree. Then we are having 60 degree delay, no activity from 0 to 60. Then again for next 120 degree your T2 will be under operation. And then again for this 60 degree there will be no activity. So this is the operating or control mode for the switches. So depending on this table we will be setting up firing angle for all the switches in the three-phase inverter. So we will move to MATLAB. Already I have made the circuit diagram. So three-phase inverter circuit, how to prepare, that already we have discussed in our previous lab. So here what we require from our Simulink library, we have to take DC voltage source to give the supply here. We have taken as switch IGBT diode we have taken as switch. To get pulses to the switches we are using pulse generator. As we are having 6 switches here, we will take 6 pulse generator for each switches. we are using star connected load, as you can see here. So here we are connecting a 3-phase star connected load. Now for that we have taken series RLC branch. Now coming to the values for the parameters in the circuit. So now VDC we have given 540 volts. VDC we have given 540 volts. Next, thyristor 1. Now if we move to the table, we can see thyristor 1 will trigger at 0 degree. Thyristor 1 will trigger at 0 degree. So first we will select pulse generator for thyristor 1. Now for thyristor 1, amplitude we have selected as 1. You can take it as 5 also. Time period will be 1 by frequency, that is 1 by 50, 0.02. Pulse width, percentage of period we will have to take. Now how we will calculate pulse width? To calculate pulse width, we have to check. You can see from here 0 to 360 is the complete cycle. So if 0 to 360 is the complete cycle, that means we can say 360 degree will be the 100% completion. 360 degree means 100% completion. Now we have to consider this pulse width for the 120 degree, because it is 120 degree conduction mode. So 120 degree conduction period we have to consider. So if 360 degree will be the 100%, then 120 degree will be the 33.34%. That means 120 into 100 divided by 360. So that pulse width we have selected, 33.34%. Next, phase delay. So we can see at 0 degree your T1 thyristor 1 will get triggered. So for thyristor 1, phase delay will be 0. Now coming to thyristor 4. Now we can say, thyristor 4. So now if we consider thyristor 4, you can see thyristor 4 will trigger at 120 degree. 180 degree. Thyristor 4 will trigger at 180 degree. From the box you can see. That means if we consider this one, amplitude will be 1 as it is, time period will be 1 by 50, that is 0.02, pulse width will be 120 degree conduction mode, so 33.34. Now what about phase delay? Phase delay means 360 degree. 360 degree will be the total length. 360 degree will be the total conduction period. So for 360 degree, time taken will be 0.02. For 360 degree, time taken will be 0.02. Now we can see T4 will trigger at 120 degree. So what will be the time required for 120 degree? That is 180 degree. That is 180 by 360 into 0.02. So that will be the time for T4. Next what we have? Next we have T3. Now as we can see here, T3 will get triggered at 120 degree here. So same way, if 0.02 second is required to complete 360 degrees, and then what will be the time taken for 120 degree? That means 0.02 into 120 by 360, that will be for T3. Other parameters will be same. So here 120 by 360 into 0.02, that will be the delay for T3. Next we are having T6. You can see here T6 will get triggered at 300 degree. T6 will get triggered at 300. So same For 360 degree it will be 0.02. For 300 it will be 300 by 360 into 0.02. Next we will move to T5. T5, you can see from the table, T5 will get triggered at 240 degree. So same thing, 240 by 360 into 0.02. This will be the delay, but remaining parameters will be same. And here we can see T2 will get triggered at 60 degree. So for T2, if time taken to complete 360 degree is 0.02, then from 60 degree it will be 60 by 360 into 0.02. So this will be the control scheme for all the switches. So we have set all the switches. We will be taking a balanced load. We will be taking 10 ohm resistance for each branch. 10 ohm resistance we will be taking. Now we will consider phase voltages for the operation. You can check line voltages also, VAB, VBC, VCA. That is also you can check. So if we consider phase voltage, that means VAN, VBN and VCN we will consider. So we will click on run. Select this. So this will be the waveform we are getting as per your theoretical model. So how you can verify this? You have your theoretical details in your Moodle. So go through it. Change the settings. I have changed the settings here. Consider this one. This will be our waveform for the phase voltages. Now if you see the circuit diagram, if you see the circuit diagram, say you will consider for 0 to 60 degree. Now for 0 to 60 degree, you can see T1 and T6 is under operation. T1 and T6 is under operation. That means phase A and phase B is connected, but phase C, all the switches will be open circuited. Only T1 and T6 will conduct, so other switches will be open circuited. That means phase at this point 0 to 60 degree interval, your phase C voltage at phase C, VCN, will be 0 because nothing will flow from this one. This T5, T2 will be open at that moment from 0 to 60. We can see T1 and T6 is there. Now we can see as T1 and T6 is under operation, that means from VDC, first it will come at T1, then phase A. That means positive VDC will be connected with phase A, then it will move to the load of phase A, then neutral, then load of phase B, then it will go back to here through T6. This is again, this will conduct. That means during this period it will act as short circuit because it is on at that time. So from here it will be get back to the system. That means phase A, this point is the positive side, this one is the negative side. Now if we want to calculate the voltages across it, then VAN will be equal to, we have to apply voltage divider rule. So what is that? VAN will be equal to, voltage divider rule means total voltage VDC into the impedance of the branch across which we want to measure the voltage, that is Z. So VDC into Z by total impedance of the circuit, that means Z plus Z, so it is 2Z. So finally it will become VDC by 2. That means VAN will become VDC by 2. Now what about VBN? Because VCN is 0. T5 and T2 will not conduct between 0 to 60. So what is your VBN? Again we have to apply voltage divider rule. So negative side of the supply is connected with this B. That means here it will become minus VDC. So same thing, minus VDC into the impedance of the branch across which we want to measure the voltage. So minus VDC into Z by total impedance of the circuit, that means Z plus Z. So minus VDC by VDC into Z by 2Z. So it will become minus VDC by 2 for BN, and for VCN it will become 0. This is for 0 to 60 degree span. Now if we move to the waveform, we can check it is coming or not. If we move to the waveform, so initially the 60 degree will start from here. So what will be there? You can see here it will come VDC by 2. So VDC we have applied 540. So 540 divided by 2, that will be the value of VAN here. So what is 540 by 2? 540 by 2 is near about is 270. So you can see it is coming 270 here. 540 by 2, it is coming 270 here. So plus VDC by 2 for VAN. At this moment, this one is 60 degree. Up to this line you can see, this is for 60 degree. I am talking about this 0 to 60 degree span. So this is VDC by 2, 270 degrees coming. Now what about VBN? VBN will be coming minus VDC by 2 because negative side of the battery is connected with B. So it is coming minus VDC by 2 for this. You can see for this 0 to 60 degree, it is coming minus 270. You can see minus VDC by 2 it is coming. And for this period, VCN will be 0. That means this one. We will be taking it from here, from this one we will be taking. So it will be minus VDC by, it will be minus VDC by 2 and VCN will be 0 for this part. For 0 to 60 degree, VCN is 0. It is coming. That means your waveform is right. Now if we move to the next part, from 60 to 120 degree, you can see from 60 to 120 degree, T1 and T2 will conduct. T1 and T2 will conduct. That means your phase A and phase C is connected, but T3 T6 is not connected. It will not conduct. So your VBN will be 0 between 60 to 120 degree. VBN will be 0 because phase A and phase C is connected. This T1 and T2, these two switches will conduct. That means positive side of VDC will be connected with T1, then it will move to the load of phase A, then it will, from neutral point it will go to load of phase C, then from C it will come to T2, and from here it will go back to the supply. That means negative end will be connected with the C. That means your A will be again plus VDC by 2, VAN. VCN will be minus VDC by 2 as the negative side is connected here, and as T3 and T6 will not conduct, so this is open circuited path, so VBN will be 0 for that. So now if we consider 60 to 120 degree, this span, that means again VDC by 2, VAN. Again VAN will be VDC by 2. Then VBN will be 0 for 60 to 120 degree. VBN will be 0 because T3 and T6 will not conduct. So VBN will be 0. Next what we have? VCN for this period. What is that? VCN for this period for 60 to 120 degree minus VDC by 2 as the negative side is connected with the C. So it is coming minus 270 C minus VDC by 2. So the same thing is coming, or it is satisfying your theoretical part. Now if we want to draw the line voltage, you can check line voltage. How you will check line voltage? You will connect line parameters accordingly. Now in case of line voltage, you will find VAB, VBC, VCA. Now what is VAB? VAB is equal to VA minus VB. That means VAN, this one, minus VBN. So what is the value of VBN for 0 to 60 degree? For 0 to 60 degree, value of VAN is plus VDC by 2. And from 0 to 60 degree, VBN will be minus VDC by 2. That means VAB for this, for 0 to 60 degree, VDC by 2 minus VDC by 2. That means VDC by 2 plus VDC by 2. So if we take line voltage, so for 0 to 60 degree span, you will see VAB is coming, VDC, that means 540 volt is coming. So if we take line voltages here, if we connect one scope again, and if we check line voltages here, so VAB, VBC, VCA. So it is VA, then it will go to VB, VAB. So this one is VAB, this one is VAB. I will only show you VAB for this one. So if we consider VAB here, we will be taking one. So what should it come? VAB. VAB is equal to VA minus VB. So from the waveform of phase voltages we can see VA means for the span 0 to 60 degree we can see it is 270 degree, and for VBN again it is minus 270 degree. That means VA minus VB, that means 270 minus 270. So it will become 270 plus 270, 540 degree for the span of 0 to 60 degree. Now for the span of 60 to 120 degree, what is your VAB? VAB is again 270. VAB is 270, and for the span of 60 to 120, VBN will be 0. That means VA minus VB for 60 to 120 degree span will be 270 minus 0 means 270, that is VDC by 2. So we will check it. So if we put run button, we will check this value is coming or not for the line. So you can check, it is almost coming 540 here. If I change the scale range, so it is almost coming 540 for 0 to 60 degree. Then what we have, then 0 to 60 degree we are having for now. If we consider this one, phase voltage waveform, what we can see, VA minus VB. VA minus VB means 270 plus 270. So this will be 540 for 0 to 60. Next we are having 270 for 60 to 120. 270 minus 0. 270 minus 0. So it is coming 270 for 60 to 120. 270 for 60 to 120. So if we move here, you can see that for 0 to 60, for 0 to 60 it is coming 540, 270 plus 270. Then for the next half, means from 60 to 120 it is coming 270 minus 0, that means 270. You can see here for 60 to 120, this is your VAB, line voltage. Now next we will move to the next 120 to 180. Now in 120 to 180, what is your VAB? VA minus VB. VA will be is 0. For 120 to 180, VA is 0. What is VB for that? VB is equal to 270, that means plus VDC by 2. So it will be coming 0 VA minus 270 VDC by 2. So it is coming minus 270 for 120 to 180. VA minus VB, that means 0 minus 270. So it is coming minus 270. That means next we are getting minus 270 for 120 to 180. You can see here. This is your 0 to 60. We are getting 540, 270 plus 270. 60 to 120 we are getting 270 minus 0, that is 270. VA minus VB. 120 to 180, this we are getting 0 minus 270. So it is coming minus 270. Next 180 to 240, this span. 180 to 240, what we will get? For 180 to 240, you can see it is minus 270, minus 270. For 180 to 240, VA minus VB, it is minus 270, and here we are having plus 270. VA minus VB, this is minus 270, this is plus 270. So what we will get? So we will be getting minus 270 minus plus 270, VA minus VB. That means it will come minus 540. So this will come minus 540 for 180 to 240. So in this way the rest of the waveform will be continued. So this is your coming VAB, line voltage. Similarly you can get for VBC, VCA. VBC will be VB minus VC, VCA will be VC minus VA. Similarly you can calculate the other line voltages waveform. So thank you, do this, and if you have any problem you can convey that to me.